Hey up everybody, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we're in the motorhome this morning and we're off for the annual habitation check. So it's early doors, we're going to jump on the motorway, we're going to head down to Lowdham's and we're going to take Connie for her first habitation check. So when we get there, if you are going to Lowdham's for your first service or first habitation check and you're not sure where to go, when we get there I'll show you where to go, checking process and things like that, and while we're down there we'll have a look round and see what bargains are about, shall we? So like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you in a second when we're arriving down there in Nottingham. I'll see you in a sec. Hey presto, as you can see just on the right hand side there, the little blue sign or the big blue sign on the right hand side, not this one, this is Fuller's. Just a little bit further down there where that red car is, that is Lowdham's, as you will probably know. So we're just approaching 40 mile an hour on here, so everywhere else is 50 but it drops down to 40 in this particular area. So nice and steady away. So as you approach, like I said, we're coming from the north, so it will pop up here on the right. So pull up into the middle here, look, we turn into the right, and then you're actually onto Lowdham's itself. So when you're coming in for your service or habitation check or any warranty work or anything like that, as you pull in, what you need to do is, instead of going into the shop, which is straight in front of you, you turn immediately right. So it's your first right here. Okay, as though you're going towards the leisure fields. So if you got any, if you're coming down for an overnight or anything like that, or if you got any tokens for a free night stop or anything like that, this is where you're going to come as well. You can see all motorhomes in front of us there, look. Just there, these are the fields where you can overnight. As you can see, the motorhomes and the caravans, jobs are good ones. So you just turn in here, just follow it round, and as you can see here on the floor it says service. So get into this left hand lane and all you do, 6 mile an hour boys and girls, so nice and steady, just into the gates here. If you're early, these gates here, these metal gates will be locked, so you just queue up. Then on arrival, which is usually between 8 and half past they ask you to come, all you're going to do is pull up in front of these barriers here. You're going to stop, you're going to wait, and then you're going to pop into the building on the right, get checked in. So just there, look, that's the building, this is the barrier. So all you're going to do, pull up here, nip into this building here, get yourself checked in. And then when you're checked in, they'll lift the barrier up for you and you'll just drive round over there, follow that, go straight on where that caravan is there. Look, you see the big green building, the caravan, pull up there, go round there, follow it all the way around, which I'll show you, and then just get parked up over there, give them your keys and jobs are good. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to get checked in, I'll catch you in a second. So boys and girls, we're through. I'll spin you around where you go, so you come through the barrier, look, spin you around. There you go, so you just keep to the right here, look, round this little mini island, past this building. There's usually vans parked up here. If you're in early in the morning, it's usually a bit of a scramble, because that's better. I hope you can hear me now. If you come in the morning, go way up. Alarm going off. If if you're coming in the morning, it's usually a bit of a scramble because they've got vans coming in and out and things like that. So you just follow it round, boys and girls, all the way around. You hear my alarm going off then? I set off without turning my alarm off. My phone will be ringing in 2 minutes. Oh God. So anyway, you just come up and just find a space somewhere over here. I'm just going to park up here. Look, I'm going to reverse into here at Happy Days. Hang on, just get in here. And as you can see, that building in front of you, that's where you get checked in. So I'm going to get parked in here. Job is a good one. Oh God, they're trying to ring me now. Look, they think my van's being pinched. So anyway, that's where we are. That's where you park up. And then job is a proverbial good one. So just leave it here, hand your keys in, back in office, and that's it. You wait while it's done, they'll ring you up, and you just come back for it. Same procedure. Then on your way out, which I'll show you in a bit. So we're going to take a time warp now. And so for me, it's a week in future. Well, I'll speak to you next, but for you, it's only in a couple of minutes. So it's just like some kind of weird time warp thing, isn't it?
Great Scott!
So it's a week later. That was quick for you, weren't it? Like some kind of time warp, that. So welcome back. It's a week later. Now we're heading down to go and pick the motorhome up back from Lowdham's. Now, since that other video that I put on about price at Lowdham's, I've had loads and loads of people really pulling Lowdham's down and pulling me down as though I work for them. We're mentalists. So saying how bad service department is and how terrible Lowdham's are. And I must say, this week's been a bit dodgy because I've been following my motorhome with my tracker because I've got an S5 Plus Sentinel tracker on there. And if anybody goes anywhere near it, it sends me alert, and it's not being touched. So I dropped it off last Saturday, and it's now Saturday again, the week later, and it has not been touched, not been moved, not been started or anything since I dropped it off. It were in the exact same place. So I phoned up yesterday and said, look, is it going to be ready? Because there's quite a lot to do. There's a habitation check, which I believe takes at least 3 hours. And then there's the blinds to change on the front, and they're going to check my rear cameras out as well because they're intermittent. And then she says, can you come back, can you leave it with us for another week? And I said no, because I've got the air conditioning to fit, as you know, and also we're supposed to be going away. We're supposed to be going to Ireland. So she says somebody will phone me back. No one phoned me back. Left it till 4:30, still no phone call back. So I phoned them up again, and she says, has no one phoned you? And I says, no. She says, hold on, I'll check. She's checked, and hey presto, when she checked 2 minutes later, I got an alert on my phone. Somebody were next to my van. And another alert, they'd turned the alarm off. And another alert, they'd started it up. You know, so followed it round, and it were in workshop, and it were left there at tea time yesterday with the alarm off. So I've put the alarm on again with my phone, so I don't know if they've left keys in van while it's in workshop or what. So it's getting a bit dodgy. So anyway, to cut a long story short, we're going to see just what's being done and see what their attitude is, because it's first time we've had an habitation check done at the Nottingham branch. We've always gone to Huddersfield, and like we said before, the Huddersfield branch closed down during the pandemic, which we're gutting. So it's the first time we've had an hab check down at Nottingham. So we're going to see just what the crack is, boys and girls, and see what you get for your money. We're going to see how expensive it is. Is it a rip-off? I don't know. So that's what we're going to do. Before that, because we can't pick it up until dinner time, we're supposed to be picking it up this morning, but I graciously said we'll come down at dinner time then and collect it at dinner time to give them that extra little bit of time to get the things done that they should have had done all last week. That I'm not convinced that they'll have done. I've got a feeling there's going to be work that they said they can't do. And if so, they better get ready. So in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to take the long route down. I'm going to call into another motorhome dealer just down the A1 at Newark. We're going to Brownhills. So we thought we'd take a long way around, go and have a call into Brownhills, see if they've got any deals on, and see what their prices are like. Because like I said, it's now 22nd of March. So we've only got another week or so in March, and then it's April 1st, so all prices should be going back up again. So let's nip down to Brownhills. We'll have a quick scout round, see what they've got in, see what deals are available, see if there's any reductions in prices and offers, and then we'll nip over to Lowdham's and see if they've let me down. So here we are down at Brownhills. That was quick for you, weren't it? That motorway there. Quite a few in stock. So it's just off A1 Brownhills, just in case you didn't know. Lock car up. Just in case you didn't know, just off the A1 near Newark. So to that way behind me, that direction, takes you straight into Newark. We will be visiting Newark again soon, because if you saw the Newark video, it's absolutely beautiful in Newark. So we're going to be going for a Guinness section in a session in Newark soon. And down that direction, directly in front of me, takes you towards Lincoln and Swinderby, where farm is. You might have heard me mention farm quite a lot, but we're going to be doing that soon. So what we're going to be doing soon is we're going to be killing two birds with one stone. We're going to go to the farm, and then I'm going to be stopping at farm for a few days in Motorhome, and then we're going to be going into Newark for a bit of a Guinness section, because I keep promising you this Guinness session and I haven't done it yet. So we're going to pick little Larry Lemonade up, we're going to head to the farm, pick Rob up, because we're supposed to be going for a drink with Rob over Christmas, if you remember, and he ended up with COVID, didn't he, so he couldn't go out. So that was that one, that took that out of the way. So that's what we're going to do soon, so keep looking out for that, because I've got a very special episode and some shout outs, because I keep mentioning this about Lloyd, don't I? Lloyd going down on Gold Coast there, but I'm going to keep it a secret till I do it, because it's going to be a good one. I'm going to do a rate vlog on that. So speaking of which, floppy phone of destiny, hang on. Right, we're getting there. I've just got a few shout outs, Anna. Let's have a look, here we go. So right, we'll have a walk around this way, look. Let's see what motorhomes behind me. Try and get a right good shot in. So let's have a look. Few shout outs, Anna. Steve Cookson, hey up again, mate, my old pal. Good old Steve Cookson from down under. Bought me a Guinness, thank you very much, mate. I will be drinking that when I eventually get round to go and have this Guinness session. So hey up again. So Lloyd Gaunt as well, hey up down on to Gold Coast there. Lloyd Gaunt and Scott. I better give Scott a shout as well, Anna. So Lloyd, get Scott to have a watch of his video, because he's had a shout out now, hasn't he? And I will give you another mention, Scott, as well. So thank you very much, Scott. Keeping it secret for now, my old pal. Good day and all that. That's what they're saying it down under. Good day. Does that sound like a native? I don't know. So what else we got? Kevin Dilks, good old Kev. He's a regular watcher, and he's down in Ilkeston there. Bought me a Guinness as well. Thank you very much, Kev. As you know, Andy and Leslie, thought I'd give you a shout out as well. Bought me a Guinness last month, but I don't think I gave you a shout out. I can't remember, I probably did, I don't know. Mark Elwell, kid you were wanting to. Mark Elwell is still in Benidorm getting drunk, good lad, good lad. David Kelly from down under as well. Hey up, my old mate, hey up. We're getting loads and loads, more and more from Australia every day. Loads and loads of viewers in Australia, which is absolutely fantastic. So hey up, down, everybody down and down under, absolutely brilliant. So hey up to Tom Williams, hey up Tom, thank you for your well wishes, my old pal. He watched that video where I revealed I've got skin cancer. As you can probably see on this cheeky, I've got another lesion growing. So I'm hoping they treat that one same time as I'm going for surgery in 3 weeks time. So happy days. Andy Sherlock Holmes, hey up Andy, my old mate, bought me another Guinness. You know Andy, don't you? Tall Andy. I think you were in one well video, weren't you? Let's have a look. What else have we got? What else have we got? Phil Green, Phil and Faye from old school motorcycles. Hey up, mate, bought me a Guinness as well. So hey up, Phil and Faye, super duper. Fergal from Galway, over there looking Ireland. Hey up, Fergal. We're coming over to Ireland soon, my old mate. Just trying to get all this surgery out of the way, and then we're going to come back over to Ireland. So I might call down Galway while we're out that way. Call in for a pint of the black stuff with him, my old mate. And hello, got the last one here. Look. Hello to new subscriber Stephen Cope. Hey up, Stephen. That's a big surprise for you, isn't it? I hope you're watching that, I've mentioned you. Originally from South Africa, but now living in Cornwall, and he's off to Benidorm at end of month. Good man, good man. So that's my shout outs, that's my shout out. So down, like I said, at Brownhills, we're going to have a good look round, see what's on. It says here, there's big signs everywhere saying sale, huge savings. Now I'm surmising that it is because it's coming up to end of March, beginning of April. There's some stock here, I'll spin you around, look, before we're going. All these have just been walking past. So we've got a mix of old and new. We've got an Adria there, 105, so that's not on offer, is it? A Rapido 84, none of these seem to be on offer. I'm gonna have a walk up here, look, because these have got some stickers in. Let's see what we've got. So hopefully we've got some good bargains. Got some good bargains for you. So let's have a look over here. Some Rapidos, 81, 80. 25 model there at 78 on a Sun Living. And then you've got your eldest here, 67. That's not bad. It's about a going rate, isn't it, between 60 and 70. And then these, yeah, it says 71 on old shape here, look, saving a £3,500. So I wouldn't say they were bargains. I mean, you got one over there, look, on new shape. That's a Swift. Was 78, now 72. So you got £5,500 knocked off that one. So I mean, they're reduced. Are they huge savings? So let's have a walk round. Let's have a walk round. I get you a nice shot at entrance, as you do. See, it's this nice looking place at Brownhills, really modern. Overnight stays, so if you're coming down, you've got your overnight stay, that's where you go. You pull up here, look, security, they'll let you through the barrier, and straight down at the very bottom, I don't know if you can see them, right down at distance, there's a park up. So if you are a Brownhills customer, apparently I think you get a certain amount of nights each year free. So if you're coming to Newark or Lincoln or all like that, it's good. So right, let's have a look what we've got. Nice Rapido. £5,000 off that one, 84 on a 24 plate, so that's not bad, is it? Nice little A class. 5,000, that's coming down at 79 now, 79,995, 3.5 ton. So I prefer a bigger weight, a bit more payload. 21 plate at 59, 22 plate at 59, little Swift here. Swift Select 502 at 59. 5,000 off here, look at 53, that's on a 73 plate, that's an eldest, little tiny thing. I won't say they were cheap. I mean, there are reductions. And it's going to be same, all low at dealers at minute, because like I say, it's March, innit? Etrisco, I don't know how you say that, I have no idea. That's got £3,000 knocked off as well. But this is all you use stock, like I said. Oh, here we go, look at this, let's have a look at this then. Swift Contiki 794. So this is same as ours, let's see what year it is. This is, well, similar to ours is Grand Prix edition, so this is just your bog standard edition on a 24 plate, so it's new. 24 plate. Let's have a look at difference. So the difference is absolutely nothing so far. Let's have a look inside. Oh, this is what we're telling you. If you looked at other video, this is what we're telling you. Instead of that cupboard, you get drawers in the later model, but apart from that, everything else is exactly the same. Exactly the same. If you saw that other video, we showed you ours when we were down at Lowdham's. Lowdham's have got the brand new Grand Prix edition on with all the extras, with the heated seats and everything like that. And yeah, exactly the same. Exactly the same. So let's go and have a look at price. So it'll be nice to compare, won't it? So like I said, down at Lowdham's, they've got the Grand Prix edition on, brand new. But it's got wick cupboard instead of the drawers, and that one at 87, what, 87, and on this one 84,995. So it's not bad, but I think I'd rather go for Grand Prix edition because you get a hell of a lot more for your money. You get such as your heated seats and things like that. So if you look here in your cab, down in your Grand Prix edition, you've got a little button down here for your heated seats, and you've got heated windscreen, you've got better mirrors, you have down here, look, they're missing as well, such as your front fogs, and there's loads and loads of extras that you get with your Grand Prix. So I think I'd rather go for Grand Prix and try and get a bargain. And as if by magic, there's a 774 Grand Prix here. So what's that one on? That's on a 22 plate. So this is your Grand Prix edition 774, which is same, but in back I think there's a lounge rather than a bedroom. So there you go, that's your difference in your 774. So you've got another lounge, you've got a rear lounge here. So if you like to lig, a nice little lounge. But it seems pointless to me because you've got your other one here as well. So you've got your front lounge here, and then your bathroom, or your wet room should I say, is all in one in these. So I mean, it's all right for some. Drop down bed, which is all right, if that's what you're looking for. But it's down to your personal preference in it. We prefer rear bed because we're not messing about then. So it's on Ducato maxi chassis, this one, 4.5 ton that means, and this one is 22 plate on at 82,995, which is not a bad price. So like I said, if you see with Grand Prix, down there you've got stuff like your front fogs, whereas on normal one you don't. Then you get your electronic dash, you've got down there, like I said, heated seats, brilliant. Heated windscreen, I don't know if you can see little lines in windscreen, heated windscreen, loads and loads of extras on Grand Prix. I think there's about £7,500 worth of extras on Grand Prix, so it's not bad that. So on a 22 plate at 82,995, it's not a bad price at all, but no discounts. There's only a few with discounts. There's some bargains, don't get me wrong, but I won't say there's loads and loads of savings, but prices are coming down, aren't they? Prices are coming down. Little Adria over here. I'll have a look at one more Little Adria before we look at the newer stock. 69 on a 21 plate Adria, and then there's another Adria over here. Look, this is up maxi chassis, so again this will be 4.5 ton, which is better. Coral, 69,995 on a 21 plate, which is not bad at all, is it? So this is your 670 SLT. So L-shaped lounge, cloth instead of leather. They are nice. They are nice. And then inside, let me just go around. I'm not going to put my mucky feet in. You get 2 singles in this one, right in the end bathroom. So not a bad price. So not a bad price at all. So right, going to head down that way. Let's go and have a look at some new stuff, shall we? 177, what's this one? Big Adria. Nice looking motor. Really nice looking, what is it? Supersonic 890 LC. Right, so this is the one we were looking at in at the NEC in Birmingham. And it were on at 180 odd. This is nice, dark interior, charcoal grey interior, really, really nice. Mercedes chassis again in there, look, there's your Mercedes chassis. Big 16-inch infotainment system. This is lovely. Electronic drop down bed above your cab there, look, can you see that? Done nice, this, in sort of brown and charcoal grey. This is lovely, this is lovely. They are a good van, aren't they, Adrias? They are a really good van. Supersonic. So anyway, I'm going to get that. for I spent my money. Oh, I didn't go on step. But yeah, really nice. It's an 890 LL, so that's the LC. There's one next to it, the LL, which is this one here. Look, this one is on at, oh, this one's discounted. So this is a brand new one. Was 175, discounted down to 169. So the same van but the LL. So let's go and see what difference is. Again, Tag Axle. Let's have a look. So difference between the LL. Same interior, black charcoal, lovely seats, lovely big Mercedes. Look at that, that's beautiful, isn't it? Really, really nice. Exactly the same. But the difference is the bedroom here, look. So this one, you've got steps going up to your double bed, which we'll pull out. So this is the one that we were looking at in Birmingham. So that pull out and turn into a Super King bed. This is the one that we were looking at in Birmingham at the NEC that I really wanted to sign up for, and it were on at 185, what, 184, 185, and it's on at what, 169. So that's a bargain. That's cheap. That's come down, but it's a big old thing. Somebody was saying try taking that Tag Axle right at Yorkshire Dales, and I had to agree, you'd never get it right at Yorkshire Dales. But it's a lovely looking van, is that? 175 down at 169 now. On automatic, beautiful Mercedes chassis. So that is not actually a bad deal. Oh, look at that. Oh no, I thought it were a dint. It's not, it's a cobweb. Thought it were a dint, I thought it were a dint. It's not, it's a cobweb. So that's not a bad deal, that one. So there are some savings to be had. So bargains galore, huge savings on selected new and used models. So it's not like everything's slashed to try and get rid of them before end of March, is it? So let's have a look here. Again, another in an auto trail, £2 knocked off, £3 knocked off. I should say most of these are just sort of same prices as what you could probably negotiate down, to be honest. I mean, £4 off a Swift Escape there, look, 82,000. I won't pay that. I won't pay that for an Escape. You're talking base model, aren't you? When you can probably get same Contiki 794 or a Grand Prix model for the same sort of money. You know what I mean? A lot more for your money as well. Little Ascari 372. What's this one on at? 64. So I'll just step back so you can get that. So it's old shape. Old cab, it's not bad, that 64, £7.5 knocked off. Nice little compact. Let's have a look inside. Rear lounge on that. So this is more in line with that one we looked at Peter Roberts, isn't it? So a nice little compact van, this one, as you do. Same sort of length, but this is your Swift version. Let's go and have a look what we like inside. So this is on the Fiat cab rather than the Ford. Nice little cab, smaller screen, only an 8-inch screen there, look. Nice seats, but again it's a base model, so you get everything but more compact, shall we say, a lot smaller. Cupboards are a lot smaller, travel seats here, and then you've got a U-shaped lounge at the back, which will turn into your beds. All down in floor, that's where your table goes. But it's not bad, it's not bad. Shower room's a little bit compact, but who use a shower room? I don't know. Do you use shower room? Put it in comments. Put it in comments. Do you use your shower room to actually shower? Or you like us and just use it as cupboard space and throw all crap in there? That's what we do. You alright, mate? Yes. What we got through here? A few savings again. Got some Adrias over here, look. So 105, nothing knocked off that. Got an Adria here, look, £4,500 knocked off. Still at 94,000. On a Fiat, what model is it? Let's go and have a look what model we're on. So it's on old cab. This is a Matrix 670DL. So we looked at one of these, didn't we, at Peter Roberts. So it's the one with the drop down bed there, look, you see that? Drop down bed. So, not bad. Won't say it was cheap. It's about going rate. It's about going rate. I don't know if they're negotiable. It just depends on your salesman, doesn't it? But coming up towards the end of March, now it's time. If you sit down with your salesman, they will try and thrash a deal out with you. So there are chances of getting a better deal. There are quite a few on, 64. There's one there, look, another Swift with £3 knocked off. Another Swift with 2.8 knocked off, 5.3 knocked off. They look on a Ford. So there are one or two where a discounted price. But I'd say they're nothing much more than you could probably negotiate if you're a good if you've got good negotiation skills, which I tend to find I have been a Yorkshireman. not paying that. I'm not paying that, then they'll come down with another price. I'm not paying that. Well, what do you want to pay? I'll pay this, and you just tell them a ridiculous figure. And in the end, you, you go backwards and forwards, and you thrash a deal out, don't you? So that's Yorkshireman in me. So if you've got good negotiation skills, or you're from Yorkshire, you probably would get a deal, and you probably get something else knocked off these that are discounted down, especially in this last week or so of March. So that's Brownhills, boys and girls. I think we're going to jump in car, head over to Nottingham, over to Lowdham's, and we'll see if ours is ready, and see if they've done everything they were supposed to do. And then we're going to pick a bill up for the habitation check and see how much we're having to pay for somebody just to say, yeah, your cooker's all right, and whatever else they do, the damp checks and whatever. 3 hours worth of work. I don't know what it's going to be. I didn't ask, but I'll find out for you if you're going to the hab checks. What I'll do is I'll nip into Brownhills now, and I'll ask them how much they charge for their habitation checks while I'm here at reception, and we'll compare, shall we? So, just been into the service centre, get a price. Now the lady behind the service desk, very, very nice, very polite. She says at the moment they're not taking any more clients on. So if you didn't buy a motorhome from Brownhills, then they wouldn't service it for you. However, if you did buy a motorhome from Brownhills, their habitation checks for a 3-hour check, £425 plus VAT. Gulp. 425 plus that, which is for 3 hours work, a little bit on the expensive side if you ask me, but that's Brownhills. So right, let's get over to Lowdham's and see what they're doing. Bang, we're here. So finally at Lowdham's, gonna go in because we're about to have a cup of coffee, as you know, go into a little cafe, have a cup of coffee, sit down, then I'm going to nip across to the service department and see if it's ready and compare prices with Brownhills. So 425 plus VAT, I think we said, didn't we, at Brownhills, something like that. We'll see what it's like here at Lowdham, see what they're going to charge us, see if they've done all warranty work that we've been waiting 11 months for, and we'll take it from there. I might have another look round and all, but seen a lovely couple of Adrias at Brownhills, which were nice, so I might have a look. I'll see you in a sec. Bang, done. We're all done and dusted. So we're in motorhome, as you can see. Everything's been done, all the work's been done, all the warranty work's been done, brand new blinds in here, the reverse camera's been sorted, and it has had not one habitation check but two. So apparently it had one last night, and the second technician who's been on this morning and fitted us some new lovely cab blinds also did a habitation check, and so that's it, it's had two. So that's good, isn't it? That's good. So price then, price you're asking for is, at Brownhills it were 425 plus VAT. Here at Lowdham's, for the full habitation check, 349.99, including VAT. So that's not bad. So, you know what I mean? It's still a lot of money, but for safety and peace of mind, I think it's worth it. And it's a lot cheaper than over at Brownhills, a lot cheaper, innit? So she did say the prices are going up to $399 in line with inflation, or as she put it. So but that will still be including VAT, so it's still a lot cheaper. Lowdham's for your service is still a lot cheaper than over at Brownhills. So 425 plus VAT versus 399, the new price including that. There's a bit of a difference, isn't there? So yeah, happy days, job's a good one. That's it. Hope you enjoyed that one, boys and girls. What else can I say? Everybody's been saying that Lowdham's are terrible and service department's terrible, and yeah, I've not experienced all like that. All right, we've had a few issues with it taking a week to get done, and we've been waiting for these cab blinds to come and parts to come, but everything we've asked for is being done, so I've got no complaints at all. So the ladies and the gents in the service department, absolutely fantastic. Sales department have been absolutely fantastic. So perhaps it's just me, perhaps it's just my happy-go-lucky demeanour that gets me a little bit further than people moan and groan and complain, probably to people who don't deserve it, you know what I mean? I mean, when I went in There's two ladies on the desk as you enter Lowdham's, not to do with service department at all, and they were just taking some real flack from a load of customers, and it weren't nice to see. So I just walked past and just left them to it, you know what I mean? It weren't nice to see. And it's not their problem, they just sat behind a desk answering phone and things like that. But it looks like they're bearing brunt of people's complaints. But that weren't nice to see. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and the next one we do, it's got to be that Guinness session, hasn't it? I'll catch you later. See you there.
Thank you all for watching this here video. Please like and subscribe and follow. Much love from little Yas to each of you. Content creator.